Hello friends and welcome back to Rob Mac Plays here on the Epic Failure server. Just wanted to reach out and say thanks. I understand that videos have been a little bit slower than we had anticipated. Just finishing up some last things in real life, but here we are. Let's kind of get caught up on some things that have happened here lately on Epic Failure. Look at here. Otherworld Travel Company, your number one choice to reach the Nether and the Deep Dark. We've moved everything over here. Otherworld Travel got bought out. We can see over here. They were. Ooh. I think that's my cue. Let's take a nap, shall we? And there we are. Hopefully not as stormy of a morning. So you can see where Otherworld Travel was. They used the money when they were bought out here to purchase that. We are in the process of a few things at the moment. Let me step back out of here. Figure out what's going on. A few new buildings and some new stuff. As you can see here, we had tried to get the trains running again. Just running into a lot of issues and problems. And with the tight net spaces that we're trying to do things in, because I was expecting to be able to do railcraft with a lot of the routing. I'm just running into a lot of issues. So we're going to kind of condense and more localize things. That's why this is coming over here. So we can put our canola farm right here. We're going to do some stuff in there today. But I did want to go around here quick and show you a little bit more of what's been going on. Not much has really changed inner circle wise. We took the canola farm out of the farm over here because again we're using it. There's no sense in having it. We have a lot of backups of a lot of other things too, so we're going to be able to get that going. I'd like to see us doing more with these. Maybe a trip to the end is probably due here soon. But we can see over here where we had planned on getting our stuff set up for our immersive engineering. That is starting to come along really well. Again, one of those things that we just kind of work on when we can. And that's again the plans here is to have the farms, and then the buildings in here for the presser. And I forgot the name, but it comes in here to get refined, and then it'll go over here for the power, and then we'll hook up the power and everything. Right now, I like the way with the poles is running in between the track. The bidirectional track. Sorry about that. That I think that'll look kind of cool. Where if we could just patch right in here with some, be running some medium to high voltage cable around and being able to use that, I think it'll be a very interesting way of doing things. So that covers a lot of what has been happening here very locally. Let me grab this. Let's see, I'm trying to think if there's been much interior-wise. Not a lot here, right? I had built a double layer capacitor, using that to process stuff. You can tell my mining has been going really well. So has my farming, right? I can't complain about that. We're not really using the VAT anymore between this the addition stuff here and a little bit we're getting from immersive at the moment. That's working out pretty good. Built some more stuff for the chunk loading wards, just more of that. Again, we're gonna be pulling this stuff out. But as you noticed, if you I didn't recall earlier, there's a second bed over there. That's because we do have some new neighbors. Well, let's see if we can find. There it is. Over here. We got some new neighbors. This is Grim. And I believe Iron Phoenix will be building with him. We're going to kind of alter things a little bit here. We're going to push. You can tell we're originally going to be able to push this straight out here. But I think we're going to kind of leave this natural mountain. I think he's got some plans for this. If not, then maybe we'll tear it down and push through. You know, if he's just going to be there temporarily. But if he's going to build a pretty nice build out of this, then we can just kind of run this into it and run out the other side. Kind of looking at this, you got this almost like a dragon face, don't you? With the eye here, snout that comes down here. I don't know. That's an idea. So then we'll just kind of pick it up and head over here. So what I'll do then is I'm progressing with the, putting out the plots. We'll just go around the south and the west sides first, and then we'll see where they're at. We get to see them pretty often, so that's kind of nice. You can see here, if we go underneath, I've just been having, I did a bunch of stuff trying to make this to work, and it's, yeah, it is what it is, right? Here is our capacitor and our builder that we're using, and I've actually been using those in the deep dark for the mining. So what we're going to do today, though, is we're going to get things set up and take our Actual Additions power gen to the mid-grade level, and then and prepare for getting all the way. So what I think we're going to do, this farmer, we obviously need to get on this side here, and we're going to take out and clean this track out. We're going to have to move, I think, the barrels and stuff down to the basement, and maybe leave the generators up here, or we can come up with a few other ideas that might work with that. I think with them owning this building and kind of the plot next to it too, we're going to have a basement that's that pushes out to these boundaries, give us a little bit more room to work with. So give me a little bit here. I'm going to kind of get things cleared out downstairs, and then when I've got the room, we'll start setting up to get what the mid-level would be. The high tier, we'll be able to just duplicate what we're doing on the mid-tier. It's just different materials, except for we are going to need some more things in terms of how this all happens. If you look in your book here, that'll give you a lot of the clues here. We're just using blocks that generate RF. If you look at the canola and oil, read through these pages. I'm not going to read to you. I think that's a little demeaning, really. But just so you know, this is the process that we're going to follow. Kind of push things backwards, obviously, in our build, so that the canola is coming in to getting into the oil, and that will allow us to have everything and to boost our power generation, which is what's really lacking. When I come back, we run out of power. Yeah, I'm coming back. The batteries are dead, and doesn't have enough power in the machines to keep us running, and that's why we're behind here. So I will bring you back as soon as we are ready to start building machines. And welcome back. So we had to do a few things here to get everything to work. Got started on a couple things from refined storage. We were looking at a couple of different options. I probably didn't need to do that route, but we got to some interesting things. Sorry, here, trying to make up my mind about where I'm going. So here is everything. Let's see. We have a couple more canola seeds in here. So this is kind of our upstairs setup. We have the farmer here. Right now is not. We're not automating the canola seed pickup yet, which I probably should be here soon. But I still have to manually do all the work, so it doesn't really matter. Some more things to be automated. Here I'm just charging up our miner and everything. Let me sneak over to this side here. Don't eat those. And then of course I missed it. There we go. We need these for what's going on downstairs, because kind of this part goes downstairs, and then this is it coming back up, right? This is our power, our oil generators. You can see here going in and out at about the same here now. we're also out of power, which means these guys are full. Let's head down here. Here's our basement. The side over here will be used later for the empower and everything. But right now our seeds come in. They get pressed. This needs power, so it comes down here. And then let me grab the wrench here so you can see everything that's going on here. So then they're automatically going into the drum. This drum feeds up into the fermenting barrel and into this drum. That's what we were doing before, and then we were burning it. Now what we're doing is we have this fluid placer. It's just set to automatically place, so as soon as it gets in, as soon as there's enough, or 1 bucket's worth, it automatically places it here. This detector goes off, as you can see, and then the dropper drops one. Then this one goes off, sends a signal down and underneath to this fluid collector, which picks it up, and then it's just moving it into this barrel. And then with this barrel, it should be oh, they're full upstairs. Right now the power monitor is on, and I just put some redstone here so I could see to watch the timing. When it's at 75% again on the battery up there, it will shut this off and it will stop pumping, so the guys upstairs will be allowed to finish burning what they're burning, or what they got, and then they'll call it quits. So I just kind of arbitrarily had that 75. I had it set a little bit higher, but since I can't stop them from burning, I just can't get any redstone connection to them through the Ender IO conduits, and I kind of wanted to do that because I want to wall this stuff back up the right way. But that's about it. That's our mid-tier production there. So now we should have a decent power generation going on. Right now you can see that's going out because it's putting it all in here. But again, that's 10 million. That's trying to build in here, and another 5 in here. So it's trying to put out 15 million RF here quick. And that's not too bad, generating almost 400 RF a tick. So obviously, give or take a little bit, it means that things are going to go by at quite the pace. Matter of fact, when I'm charging up that battery and the builder, right, we're using that for the quarry, at about 400 a tick, 20 ticks per second, 60 seconds per minute. It's about a half hour to charge everything back up again. That's not too bad. So, and then obviously it'll pop another 2 million in here and slow down and quit putting stuff in. So that's going to be a lot better for us for getting everything charged up. So that is, well, it can be automated one more step to empowering, or whatever that state is there, like crystallizing the canola seeds. Since I haven't done that, then we'll just have to keep an eye on it. As you can see here, I got quite a few seeds, and really the limiting factor at this point is the production of the canola, which it's funny because I had a whole bunch a while ago and now we don't have any. So we need a way to kind of speed up the process here. There's a few different mods that we have that can do that. But I think if we stay with the actual additions, there should be, I believe it's some greenhouse glass. It's probably expensive as I'll get out. Let's see. It's extreme reactors. Probably to be easier if I just searched it. I think this is it right here. Yep. So saplings, easy enough to get. That's glass, but it's this empowered Pallas crystal block, which requires the Pallas crystals. So we have a 9x9 is 81. This does 3 at a time, so 27 recipes. So we need 27 blocks. 27 times 9. It's 243, and this is lapis, I believe. Oh no, we gotta do prismarine shards and so. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that might be a little while yet. Ooh, we could just put nether quartz in to get prismarine shards. But we also have to have the empower, and we don't have that yet. So, let's see. Do we have our manual with us? No, we took it off the wall too because we were using it. So the question is, did I put it back in here or not? But I do like this setup. It was a little challenging. To take me a little bit to kind of just get everything where I wanted it to. And to make it function and work. But I think from here, because we're going to need the empower to get the last tier. But that'll definitely be nice. Let's see. Where would I have put that book? Somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Wow. Thanks, guys. Let's see. Empower. So we're gonna need what, 4 display stands and the empower itself. Let's take a peek here at what we need for that. Oh, wrong thing here. So if we look at the empower, okay, so we have this. 2 iron casings isn't going to be bad. In fact, let's grab those right away. And then we needed this. So we need 5 display stands, which is pathetic quartz. 15 of these. Block 50. Oh wow, blocks of quartz. Yes, my inventory is too full. So not only that, but I think we need to go out and get nether quartz. I don't have a lot of it, so we'll kind of put a hold on that. Sorry. Just kind of looking out here, and I saw the worms moving down here. I'm like, what's going on over there? That's just really strange. So that's kind of where we're at with things on that side. I am going to obviously we need nether quartz to continue on with that route. We're speeding them up anymore, and realistically, we're not getting a lot of power through this other system. I mean, they're not going to the battery, which is nice. I mean, I could, instead of connecting this there, I could, well, try and run the relay from like there to an input, maybe here, and count that as an input to here. Because right now, nothing that's coming from there is actually going into this battery, so it can only be used to charge out here. So if we go and look at, let's go down the hole there. Up we go. Alright, if we take a look at what's going on in here, well, at least it's showing empty, which is good. I mean, as good as that can get. So what I'm going to do now, like I said, I mean, my ultimate goal is to get the immersive engineering as our main power, and that's what's going on over there. And now that we have the mid-tier power, that we're going to be able to like jumpstart that system, because we're going to obviously need to get the stage 1 stuff right, the plants and the 2 farming stations running, and then slowly build up so that our end game in this section is to get that diesel generator going, and then that obviously is going to put out a good enough amount of power that we should be able to run just about anything else that we're going to want to put in the spawn town here. Still hung up on this track. I still want it to work. It's just becoming more and more difficult. It's trying to conceive everything and get it to all function at once. Um, could possibly just end up making it into some passenger rail, and basically just tearing it up and putting some locomotives in there. Um, I wish, but again, you can't direct them very well that way. That's what the signals mod kind of does, a lot of that for you. But because we can't get them to stop properly and load with the mods that we were trying to, I'll be doing a little bit more research into how we're going to get these to function. Because as you can see here, I mean, this is working fairly well. I mean, the stuff I was sending was working. It was really getting them to load properly. And I know some people had mentioned doing some timed things. And that's why I ended up making this timer. But I might just have to put like a hopper on the ceiling or something. I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. And that's what's causing me a lot of concern. And then now this is just all back stuffed, so probably just turn this off for now so it's not using never active. So this is not stealing more of the power. I don't think that's really going to affect us on this side, but right now everything hopefully is connected and moving along the system with all that passive gen that's going on over there. Add that to the active here, and hopefully, like I said, we're doing pretty good. It's still bouncing back and forth there. Let's see if we look at it from this side. Yeah. It's just dumping everything it's got into these batteries right now. I mean, this one here you can tell is doing 300 something per tick. This one's full. So that one's over 4. It's only putting out 4, so we know that it's picking up some of the passive stuff from out there. You can hear, I don't know if you listen, you can hear it when it's dropping the seeds. So I don't know if we'll get enough here. You can kind of hear it every once in a while, picking stuff up, but that's empty. See, there's not quite a full bucket there, so once there's a full bucket it'll kick it through. So again, slowly getting some stuff together, but that's a big part of it. Why don't I take a few minutes? I'm gonna take a look around and see what our next little step is gonna be. I know I got that the RF storage kind of started. I don't know how much full storage I want to do here, just because again this is going to be the spawn town. This isn't really like my base, so we don't need something heavy, extensive. I kind of like how a little bit more open this is. You can just stay there. So I think overall things are turning out pretty nice. I think I'm gonna look in right now into these, and maybe depending on how much time we have, we'll get the farming stations set up. We'll run some power out here, so we can get this all started. Again, it's gonna be a big reversal once we put all this stuff down, and then we get to building that diesel generator. It's gonna have all this power coming out, so we'll be running the heavy lines out after that. So. Alright, give me just a few moments here and I'll be right back. And welcome back. So it looks like it's going to take quite a bit of steel to get really going on that as well. Nothing that I'm too worried about. It just takes a little while for that to process, and just wanted to get back to you guys right away. So I thought that while we were waiting for everything to work out the way it's going to, and to fill the last few minutes here, we could start looking for the end portal. So we are pretty much at 0, 0. I mean, that's where the mark is. So we're just going to hope that with 8 we're going to be able to narrow it down if we don't have to go too far. So let's miss something? It's not letting me throw it. I mean, you did need Eyes of Ender to do this, right? Huh. Am I missing some mechanic here? Let's check here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was use and throw. It's what I've been using the whole time. I don't know. I mean, chiseling bits. Well, maybe they changed something. I don't know. It's gameplay. Use replace button 2. That's it. I haven't done anything else. It is straight up not letting me. Huh. Let's get a little bit farther away here, maybe. Yeah, no, it's. Huh. Wow. Okay, now I'm completely confused, because I mean, I've been able to eat food. I don't think I did anything strange. Well, just use that. Yeah, now I feel like a mindless freaking villager, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I mean, here, look. I mean, my right click use is working. Alright, let me look into that. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I have had absolutely no luck. I could sit there and right click everything else, but it won't let me throw that Eye of Ender. So we'll have to see what I could find out in the meantime. Before we wrap up, I just wanted to show you here our builder is full of energy now. Our battery's full. We're you can see here too, the generator's out of power. Nothing. I mean, everything is shut off now. We're running really low, 4 or 5 a tick coming out of here, because we don't have much going on other than, you know, the farming station, the canola press. I know there's some stuff running over with the last mining trip, but overall, not doing too bad. And we're getting a surplus here. We're up to 12. So as long as we don't go digging through a whole bunch of rock, this should serve us well to build up some reserves for now. And then when we're ready to get that last fuel going, that'll be great. We'll be able to use the power to get the empowered canola seeds, and then get to empowered oil. That's our last step on this. So we got a couple of good power gens ready to go, and then let's see, between what, 3 mods really, Andorra IO and actually additions and immersive engineering. There'll be plenty of options around here. In the meantime, I'm going to focus on getting the south side ready and built up, and probably start building our corner towers just so that they're there, and start finalizing up on Spawn Town. I don't know what else really we want to put in here. Definitely open to some suggestions from those on the server or those I see down below. But as always, you know, like, it's a community-based thing, so I don't mind just kind of working around people. It's kind of what I do anyhow. It's just kind of help people out and get them going. Speaking of which, you're always welcome to join us. Look down below for the information on how to get whitelisted on the server. We do ask for a small fee. It helps cover the cost of the server. and it also helps keep our community a little bit more safe in the process as well. But just a kind of quick recap then. Obviously, we got some more power gen going. Not 100% automated yet, but we're getting there. Um, got started on immersive engineering, getting our top tier stuff going over there. Mainly, our biggest thing is getting the steel, which we already are doing pretty good here. Got 14 down already. We'll have to throw some more charcoal. Probably put some charcoal blocks in there since we have plenty of it. And then from there, we will just have to see what happens. We'll get some more power going, and hopefully we will find a spot that we can call home soon and start working on a bigger base. Until then, I hope that you are enjoying this. Reach down and hit that like button. It definitely helps everybody in the process. Helps me promote the channel, helps us keep the costs low, and helps keep me from monetizing the channel, which, again, I'm just trying to cover my costs, and I'd rather not have to put ads and things in the video. So, also looking at possibly streaming in the upcoming week. More details to follow with the next video, so kind of keep your ears open for that. I'm going to move off of Twitch, where I've been in the past, and I'm looking at doing the YouTube gaming. So we're looking forward to doing something like that in the near future as well. With that, remember that it's a game. Have fun.